Trey has a rich weed history. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, man, I guess so, man.
I mean, you know it, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you know what, though? Once you get out of Trey, you realize this weed is just that shit is in abundance.
It is, but it wasn't for us. We went through a lot. You went to jail for weed?
Hey, listen, right now the show is about y'all. You
I'm just
Biggie
asking.
Buzz ain't answering. No.
I've been to jail for weed.
No,
I've been to jail.
Questions.
Wait. Was we in jail together? We was in jail together. Nah, fuck that. We gonna talk about it. We was in jail together.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
We was
talking about me. Then
we was on D-Pod.
Questions I want to ask.
We was on fuck it. We was on D-Pod. You know, we was in the back with the Shaw homies.
Yeah,
and the murder homies. We definitely was in jail together. Damn.
Super cozy. Listen, man, feet up.
Feet up. We was reading books. I was like, man, I got to do. Yo, we used to play ball till our skippies. We run out the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we was definitely.
That's
you know
crazy.
I'm lit. I can't. This thing got me fucked up, bro.
Push-ups, you hear me? Takes Podcast, episode 177. We got some special guests in here tonight.
Yeah.
But first, we gotta let some business be known. August 18th, One Way throwing the first annual Adult Field Day out in Mercer County Park from 12:30 to 7 p.m. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets early and make sure y'all pull up, man. Good times, y'all.
Sure.
Omar Akins, he got the hottest book in the boardroom and in the streets. Operation Capital City. Pull up on O, get the book, and if you like me, get yourself some free game, yo.
Wow.
Keep It a Yard podcast on YouTube and all streaming platforms. If you like me, you'll pull up on them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit a bunch of likes just for the cause. Hear me? Hey y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, fellas. What's the best way to get your car washed?
Drive-through.
Drive-through?
Word.
I do the drive-through too. I'm not gonna lie.
Either
I just get the
or,
best. I get the best option, which is usually $35.
Either that or when they had them little big booty bikini chicks doing it. You know what I mean?
At Psycho Kings and shit.
My boy, you on to something. My boy, you on to something. Put the camera on Biggie right now. How you said it? What?
When them big booty bikini chicks up in there washing it, you feel me?
Oh yeah. How many you need on your car?
3.
Oh, look.
Nice 3.
This nigga preaching. Because guess what? August 10th, Voice of Myra having her annual bikini car wash down at Cycle King, man. Make sure y'all pull up, man. You know something, man. Pull the fuck up, man. If you know something, pull the fuck up.
Take
you hear
all
me?
3 of the whips over there.
Hey, man. And the bike. Bicycle.
And the bike and all that.
Tricycle. Whatever, man.
Bring your 3-wheel motorcycles.
That's a fact, y'all.
Pull up unks. All the unks, man. The sugar unks.
Let's get busy, yo.
All the sugar unks. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up. They giving the young girls a couple.
Hey, from young boys to old heads, that's the best way to get your car washed, yo.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, yo. Now for ladies, too.
We need one of them every day. I'm not gonna lie. If they
That's
had
a
one
fact.
every day, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, somebody just need to set up shop. You hear me?
Nah, they say
They need
it's
to
too.
just open up a car wash.
They say it's too
Permanently like that.
misogynistic, but that's too deep.
Well, you niggas setting up all kinds of shops wherever y'all please. So, I mean, why don't y'all set up a bikini, big booty car wash? What's
High fashion
You
pressure
know,
car wash.
The problem is the women are like, what you'll say, constantly coming together. You know, you can't always have women together. You know, shit happens and he say, she say. It's really with the women, man. You know, if we can get them to come out there constantly and do it, then I'm with it. You know. But she holding it down. She doing it. You know, she got it on lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill off this one.
Without further ado, y'all, we got some special guests tonight, y'all.
Oh,
Yeah, what's good, yo? It's your boy Biggie Zaza. You know,
Okay.
official Biggie Buzz is the Instagram. If you want to pull up, I got the shop right over there, 157 North Broad Street. You know, come holla at your boy. We got it.
That's what I like. I like when niggas come on here and pop
You
your
know,
shit.
man.
Talk. Give us some more. What else?
I'm saying we got it, man. From the hookah, the roll ups, you know what I'm saying, to that za.
Yeah.
We got some lows in there for the, you know, people that like to spend low money. You feel me?
Yeah.
We got it. We chilling, you know. So you know, facts. Definitely pull up on me.
Hey, who else we got in here tonight?
who is Dioh? Who is Dioh? That's it. They asked so much, it stuck with me. Fuck it. Who is Dioh? I'm in here, man. Y'all know Mr. High Fashion Pressure itself. Former everything, man. I did it all, done it all, lived twice. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm here, man. World Podcast, man. Thanks for having me, brother.
That's right, yo. Make some noise, y'all.
Shout out to the people, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm here, man. I just came to bust it up with y'all, man. Talk about it, or whatever, I guess, man. I'm gonna try not to go too crazy.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, but yeah, I'm here though, man. I'm here.
All right, for me, most intriguing is the fact that you ran for assemblyman or assembly member.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that journey.
Oh, that was a good experience for me, man. You know, I was just really had a chance to piggyback off somebody who had done it before and knew the system a little better than I did, but it opened the door to show me the system and how to work the system a little better in my favor. You know, much different than anybody else. So, you know, I did all right. I got, you know, almost 2,000 votes. You know what I mean? I was with an unknown party. So, you know, usually you got Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, you know, all these different parties. But the party I was with was a legalized marijuana party. So it was a very little known party. Nobody really knew it, you know, other than the people that was directly affected by marijuana. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but it was a good experience. I got to meet a lot of people. And the people I ran against, actually, Verlina Reynolds and another gentleman, I forget his name, I'm sorry. But, yeah, they were cool. We kicked it. We took pictures at some point, you know what I mean, down at 1911 Smokehouse, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a good experience, man. It opened doors up. I'm not against running again. You know what I mean? I might be later on do something else, you know what I mean? For sure.
Make some noise for that. You speak about some following behind someone who knew the ropes. Who was that?
Everybody knows him. NJ Weedman, you know. I had worked with him when he got out of his 447-day prison stint. I knew him previously to that, though. I had started visiting the spot there before that, though. But, yeah, I knew him before that. You know what I mean? I was there. But then once he got out, I went over there and started working with him, basically just like the number 2 guy at the shop, you feel me? And, we did some shit later on. So, yeah, he was running for office. So he suggested I like I'm gonna jump in there, so can't take that away from him.
Okay, how many votes did he get when he ran?
I think I did about 1,600. He did about maybe 2,300, 2,500, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a good turnout. I mean, better than I expected. Shout out to that life experience right there. That was fire. That was a dope life experience.
For people who don't know, tell them what an assemblyman does.
Basically, you help weigh in veto laws, pass laws within the state of New Jersey for your district. You can help campaign for change on certain things where just being in that seat allows you to sign off on certain bills that get passed for your district. You know what I mean? So you can directly affect change in your district if you have enough swing or if you're going the right way, which is probably pretty hard because, nothing gets done. Clearly, we know very little gets done from the personal citizen's point of view. If it's not the road getting fixed, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We don't really know what else. What are they doing with the money? I mean, the schools is, the schools are where the schools are. You know what I mean? So, what are they really doing with the money? So we don't really know. I just so once you're in that position to see what's really happening with the money, then you can make a decision like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to help. But I haven't really seen anybody done anything yet.
Okay, are you aware of who's the assemblyman or members now?
Yeah, still the same two people from before. From 15 to, Valina Reynolds and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Well, make some noise for them, man.
Yeah.
Holding it down, summer after summer.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name.
They got Dioh up out of there. They still holding it down.
They were there before me. They were there after me. You know what I mean?
Hey,
that's politics, though.
You used to rap, yo. Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about where it started and how it ended.
Shit. It started a long time ago, I guess, but I think I used to come to your house too. That was one of my early stages.
Yeah,
we used
with the studio in the basement.
You had the studio in the basement, so we used to record music over your spot. You know what I mean? Me, you, and S. Dot. We had a song together.
We had a couple songs.
We had a couple.
We can get into that. We can get into that later.
So yeah, early in the career, man, that was cool. I always wanted to make music, but then I started. I just anything in the music business, but I wanted to make music. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was recording at my own spot. You know what I mean? At my crib, I had my own joint. Me and my man AV, and we was recording on Sony Vegas and other stuff like that. We shot our video on the iPod. You know what I mean? Edited. It's still on YouTube now. It's probably got like 8,000 views or something. But then, you know what I mean? It was cool. Music was dope, but I lost my mojo. You know what I mean? After years and years. You know what I mean? I started doing music probably like at 24. You know what I mean? 23, 24. Feel me? I put 10 years in that thing. You know what I mean? And I did a lot. You know what I mean? I met a lot of people. I opened up. I booked. I did everything every rapper do, except sell enough records to make it count. You know what I mean? And that's where lack of knowledge. So the music business is a tough business. Every famous person I met told me that I asked for advice. Like I'd be like K Slay, or I asked Drama, or I asked a couple already people that's on. You know what they said? You need at least get yourself $150,000, $200,000 for the record, and then we can get it pushed. Payola, of course. I mean, $200,000, but it's not payola. You gotta look at it. They labeled it payola, but you have to pay people to do things. Mm-hmm. You have to pay people to play your record because clearly their money comes somewhere else. You don't necessarily play my record. Here's a donation. Mm-hmm. If you like my record, you can play it, and you can have that record for a month, and then finally play it. You feel me? So it definitely is needed because sometimes you gotta push your way in the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they won't let you just play your record and just hear it. They don't hear it the way you hear it. Like, I always talk about Trap Queen. Remember Fetty Wap? Mm-hmm. It took him a year for that record to take off. You know what I mean? And I felt like, man, if I had the budget, you know what I mean? He had knit the grit financially, helping him out with RGF. You know what I mean? Like a financial backing and a couple good records. You know what I mean? And you moving. Like I did everything people was doing, but I just didn't have that big money put behind it.
Now, right?
Yeah.
If somebody go in your catalog, right, your shit still up on like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
iTunes and
if somebody go on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever, what you think they should listen to that would say, all right, this is my track.
That's a good one.
I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, like
that's a good one.
You got something like that?
Yeah,
something that
of course.
should have blown if you had that pay
Yeah,
over.
I think Mind Right. Get my mind right, but Mind Right probably wouldn't have been. These Haters Broke probably would have been this one.
It's all you or it's featured?
Just me. These Haters Broke. That's all me right there. I'm That Nigga. Mm-hmm. That was a dope record. You know what I mean? I just didn't have no real like production and structure. Like a lot of times, a lot of the biggest artists work with other people to help them give it to them.
Yeah.
But to give them some guidance on what things sound like. Like me, it's always me and the guy recording. You know what I mean? So it was never like somebody else. Because nobody was really serious like that. You know what I mean? And then you can't really bring another artist with you if you're trying to do something. Because that other artist is trying to do something too.
Yeah.
You know, he's not focused on helping you. He's focused on getting involved with whatever you're doing. And that adds to a distraction where you get taken off your D.
But that's for everybody though. It's went from the laws of business. What's in it for me? The producer in it for himself too. Everybody in it for himself.
I work with people I believed in, so it wasn't a financial gain. You feel me? That's how I always move. I work with people I believed in to the point where it was like, yo, I mean, I don't need nothing. I believe in what you about to do. So I'll put some time into helping you out, and let's see where it go. Sometimes it paid off, sometimes it did. But that's one thing about trying to expand in the business. You know what I mean? Because you gotta work for free. You gotta do more than you paid until you're paid more than you do. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how I started off life. You know what I mean? I always did more. I remember I used to get weed and sell it for what I bought it for, just so I could take the sale. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just so nigga could buy it off me. Oh, I get 50 from so and so. I'm like, man, I got you. I got it right here, huh? Fuck it. Cause why? I'm calling the Connect right back. Like, I still got the same money. Let me get another one. As far as the Connects, he's happy. Yeah. Because I'm just buying more weed. The person who's buying the weed's happy. Boom. I'm happy because I'm taking somebody's clientele. Yeah. You feel me? Because then next thing you know, I might got to up at $5 on him when his man not around.
Hey, Biggie Bud, you used to rap?
Nah, man. I used to just play ball, man. Like
you ain't never rap, man?
No, just for, playing around with the homies and shit, you know what I mean? Nothing serious at all, Yeah. I was just into sports, man.
You play football too?
Both. Football, basketball, you know what I'm saying? But, I could have went far, man, but, the streets, New York, you know what I'm saying? Them Brooklyn streets, you know what I'm saying?
What part of Brooklyn are you from?
Brownsville.
And you always been like big like that, or you?
I was just like, I was not. I was like more athletic. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I was just solid.
I
was just a solid nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Just solid. Like, you feel me? I always been like this. You know what I mean? Like no bigger, a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? But just But yeah, like I could have went far, man. Just fucking around with them streets. You know what I mean? Like couldn't stay focused.
Get you every time.
What, you got charged up?
Yeah. As a young boy, though, as an adolescent, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I was in there early, so like, I got caught up like at 16.
You got caught up. You want to talk about that?
Not really, like, you know what I mean? But any nigga from New York know how it is, you know what I mean? When you gang banging and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got a lot of influencers around you, like, so it's like, I got caught up, you know what I mean? Got sidetracked from the football and basketball, lost the scholarships, you know what I'm saying? Ended up, going full throttle.
I don't know what you're saying, but I hear you. I don't get it though, but like, because you know, there's mad ways you can get caught up and fumble that opportunity.
But like bro said, like, you know what I mean? When you losing it, you know what I mean? You lose your mojo. Not even my mojo. It was like I lost it right here. You feel me? Like I was more concerned about like just getting money and just being that top nigga, you know what I mean, around the team and shit. Like that whole football, basketball dream just faded away. Like you know what I mean? I ain't have all the like, you know what I mean? Like I would say like people like Stephon Marbury with Bashy, because that's the time I came up with Sebastian Telfair and all that. Like I ain't have all the hype, somebody right behind me. It was just me. You feel me? I was waking up every day, going to practice, doing my thing.
You was nicer
I had the
than
homies.
niggas?
You know what I'm saying? Like
you
Bashy,
bigger?
I was a center power forward. You know what I'm saying?
But how tall are you?
6'9".
Oh shit. Damn,
So you know what I mean? I played center, but like if I would have been pro, I wouldn't have been a center. You know what I mean? It was like I was really more heavy on the football. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey yo, we got
I just did both.
the world takes in the tournament down at the Mayor's Classic at Cowwater Park, man. That'd be
Oh,
our
man, let
honor
me
to
know,
have you
man.
come out there, man.
I get on my
that'd
big
be
man
lit.
We
shit.
made
You
it
know
to
what I
the
mean?
finals last year. We made it to the finals. We lost because Diggs ain't show up. He talking about he has the flu.
Man, you was
That's
supposed
the
to come in there
perfect
like
time to have a
Jordan
flu game.
with the flu.
If you got the flu, that's the perfect time to have a flu game. If you want to go out like a
they
legend,
playing Diggs up. Why they
that's
trying to
on
cook
Diggs,
you real
man.
quick,
That's on
Diggs?
Diggs,
Boy said he was
man.
sick. He was
I
sick.
still
all right?
get busy in the paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
Word.
6'9". Like all you gotta do is just be
Get
a
them
presence
boards.
down there. Honestly,
Right.
cause like you on my team, if I'm playing, I dish it to you down low. You scared
Back
to
him
shoot.
down.
You scared
Nah, I
to
got
shoot.
shoot.
Dish it right back out to me. I'm gonna knock it down.
Nah, listen, I'm gonna get the bucket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the bucket. Fuck
Get
that.
the bucket. Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like nah, just
But
like
yeah, man, like just I just couldn't stay focused, man. Like then when I got caught up second time around, I mean I was lucky. I was still
and
an
what age was the
adolescent.
second time?
Shit, it was about a year later. I was
Okay.
17. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it was like I had the little bullet out there. They call that a little 8 months. You know what I mean?
You had a bullet in your
Yeah, that's
pocket?
no. They call it a bullet.
Yeah.
That's the sentence you'll get.
Oh,
You feel me? They call that a bullet. You feel me? You do a little 8 months.
A
You
nigga
feel
caught a
me?
bullet to the
On
dick.
Rikers.
yeah.
And I came home. It was
You
just
don't
still
want
like
to
I
talk
ain't
about
have no charge. You feel me? Because it was like youth offender. You know what I mean? Because I was still an adolescent, and what I got caught up for the second time wasn't really it wasn't a felony. So you know what I mean?
But you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. But like I said, I just was like, I had to change my ways. Came out from New York, left New York, came to Jersey.
Now,
you
what
feel
age
me?
was this?
I say I left like at 20?
A word? You've been in
Yeah.
like Jersey since 20. Now, was it Trenton?
Nah, it was first South Jersey, Willingboro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Was out there for a while. It was like, it was cool, Came to Trenton. Met my shorty, I came to Trenton. Seen some action. I was like, oh shit. Like,
Were
this
you
the
like
hood. Like,
real quick? What was life like growing up? Were you like a 2-family household? I mean,
Oh.
2-parent household.
Oh, nah. I was raised with my aunt, my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Sisters, she took care of us, you feel me?
Your parents wasn't around.
Nah, man, my pops, he got taken out when I was young.
Oh man, sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, ain't nothing about that, you feel me? Ain't about shit. But other than that, you feel
Then
me?
you end up in Trenton around what age?
Like, maybe came out here when I was like 24.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you've been out here for a while.
Yeah, I've been out here for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember the first time I seen you, man. It was like at the what's that spot over there on New York Avenue, dude?
The Anchor?
Nah, the little hall thing.
Ambassador.
The Ambassador.
Ambassador, and I'm like, yo, I think you had the Coogee on with the
Okay,
chain.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's good with you, bro? You rap?
Nah, see, like,
Nah, I was like, yo, what's your name?
Nah, like my whole thing with Coogee, like, you know what I mean, when growing up, man, I used to see that a lot. You feel me? I had people in my family with them. You feel me? So it was like I always wanted that sweater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody knew Coogee was
everybody that was getting it. You know what I mean? They, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't passing that down to me. You feel me? They
So
put
you
that
went
up in the
nuts on
closet. So once I got older, you know what I'm saying, and was getting my own money, you know what I'm saying, it was like, yo, I'm doing it, I'm getting them, you know what I mean? Like, I was just had my little Coogee addiction, you know.
You still get Coogee, or you just pulling them out?
I still grab them shits. Like, I got all the latest sweaters. I'm probably missing like 2 of them, and that's because I didn't like them personally, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm gonna always cop a Coogee sweater, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Represent for my boy Big, you know.
Baby.
One thing about our town, man, there's a lot of sauce in Trenton, New Jersey, yo. I propose an idea. It's in my head, but anybody free to steal it, man. It's the upscale thrift store. You know, consignment type shop where we get people like Biggie Buzz bringing them Coogee. You know you ain't pulling them all.
They not coming up, no. They don't, bro. I already started that, bro.
We gon'
I started hitting niggas up. I know. I hit B up. I hit Nid up. I'm like, yo, I know y'all got some. Niggas don't be want to come up off them shoes, them sweaters, them jeans. They don't be want to come up off they shit, man.
Getting away
Man,
you know
I
what
look at it like my kids gonna get
a
me,
niggas
man.
down.
Like,
I was in Miami. And I went to the shop. He said, man, when niggas be fucked up, they bring they Balenciagas, they bring they Gucci's to him, and they be used. Like I seen a used pair in there with the duck on it, the Gucci's. Know what I mean? He like 300 or like 250 or something like that, something cheap. You feel me? Like, but they was used. He like, yeah, I'm only gonna make $25, $30 off it. I'm gonna get a nigga 200, 220 or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why Miami, they hustling.
Yeah.
So and that's where it made me. It was like after I was going down Miami. You know why? Let's get to that. We're gonna get to that. Let's get to that. But we're going down Miami. I was going down Miami and I was shopping.
I wanted to talk. Is it too much to talk about like the cannabis, y'all cannabis journey?
Nah, we can talk about
that.
It's gonna stretch too long. Y'all got time?
No, we got time.
All right, let's go over that real quick. Let's talk about it. Let's start with you, Biggie Buzz. Let's talk about how you got into the
now, like
what
with
age
me,
are you willing to give detail on this question, or we gotta go to Dioh?
Go ahead, tell me what's up.
I'm gonna ask you, like, what age did you get first introduced to the cannabis? And
I'm saying I was introduced to it. You know what I'm saying, like at like 12, 13, but really I didn't start smoking until I was like 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was like trying to be somewhat focused in this career journey I was trying to take in football and basketball, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, hanging around the people that I was hanging around, you feel me, my family members was already accusing me of, you know what I mean, smoking, because I was around these motherfuckers all the time. They, you know, that scent probably was getting on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after a while, it was just like, you know, I just tried it. You know what I mean? So I was like 18.
All right, so that was like, all right, and that's when by the time you hit Jersey, you start fucking with the bud, or
Nah, I was still in New York. I was still in New York smoking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I was still in New York. You know, it wasn't until really like I came to Jersey, and that's when I started really selling the weed. You feel me? Because it was like, you know, I was working. Everybody always know me for getting high, coming in, smelling like bud or looking geeked up. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it started out like anything, like anybody else, probably middleman and some shit. You feel me? Making a couple ends, shorting the motherfucker some shit. You know what I mean? Then eventually, you know what I'm saying, I progressed, you know what I'm saying? Got my own shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
But like that ain't really start until like, you know, I was fucking with the Weedman situation, you know what I mean? I had met my boy Dioh copping some bud, you know what I'm saying? Like I had went over to my man's spot, you know what I'm saying, to cop some weed. He saw
Shout out Shaq, man.
He saw my big ass word, my boy Shaq. I came over there to cop some bud, chop it up with my boy Shaq. he saw me up in there. He like, damn, we need a motherfucker like your size doing security. I was already doing security in the town, like at the little Spanish spots. You know what I mean? Over there on mid roads.
You had
know
your
what
own
I'm saying?
security company type.
Nah,
thing?
I was working with a little bullshit security team. You know what I'm saying? Little company. It was a strong team. Matter of fact, it was the company that was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it was fucking Maurice, man.
No, I mean like you could carry.
Oh, nah. Just pat down, little baton type shit. They had me doing a lot of Spanish bars, a couple black shits, you know what I'm saying? So he saw me, I was like, you know, it's nothing. You feel me? I come down there, do a couple after hours and shit. After doing the bar on mid-rolls and that shit got shot up, you feel me? My boy was like, look, bro, I was doing security that night, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, oh, look, man, get the fuck out of that bar situation. We're gonna do security here. So Weedman was like, look, you could be down here full time or whatever. I'm like, look, just on the weekends, you know what I mean? Because I was already working and shit, doing my little thing. And then like through time during the COVID shit, you feel me? I finessed my way in the game, you know what I'm saying? Because I was basically like, you know, making my money at the Weedman joint during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Doing security, I stacked my money up. I'm doing middleman shit still, you feel me? Finessing my little shit. Stacking, so then I'm like,
mailman, like you'll get like
work,
discounted, but work from him.
And then sell us. No, not from him.
Oh.
I was getting just work from people, and then put my number on it. You know what I'm saying? Serving it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I got mine off, but then
I almost told on myself.
I finessed.
Just listening to you, I was about to say, man.
I finessed myself because once I heard he was down, he needed a couple thousand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, word, hold on. So I threw him like 20 bands, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
Weedman.
Okay.
You feel me?
Hallelujah.
I had bought some weed off of him, you feel me? With the bread so he could go. I finessed my way and like, yo, look, I'm gonna sell my weed while you go on, sell your little shit too, boom, boom, boom. So then, you know, that worked my way into just full-time selling weed down there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, through time, we get money. My boy down there, we all doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him put his shit in, but then, like, you know, they had their situation, so we, you know, I'm getting money in down there, and then he tells me, like, look, yo, you want to be an investor? We gonna buy this building next door, blah, blah, we gonna sell weed in it, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I'm all down with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, he says, yo, he tells me a price.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm putting in on it, you know what I'm saying? He even fucking swindled his worker, you know what I mean? Because he told him he was an investor, but he invested into being a worker for the rest of his life with him, you know what I mean? Because he ain't getting paid, he just worked, you know what I mean? If I was an investor, I would not be working in my place that I'm invested in. Anyway, so I invested my $50,000, boom. I'm waiting for my paperwork, whatever. He's telling me, yeah, I'm talking to the lawyers, whatever. So, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm shining, you know what I'm saying? I'm investing and promoting, you know what I'm saying? I'm promoting not just my brand, but I'm promoting his establishment
When you
at the
say
same
your
time.
brand, like as if what you had, like packs or something?
Yeah, I had my own bud, you know what I'm saying? I was dealing with my own people, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's when the whole Biggie Zaza thing came apart, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, once he felt like I was getting too much promotion, you know what I mean, too much publicity, you might say, they basically just backdoored me, you know what I'm saying? He one day he just came up to me and was like, yo, things ain't going right, da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to, you know, give him advice on some of the things that he need to do to change, you know what I'm saying, the situation that's going on.
Yeah.
But he just was like, hit me with it, I'm going to need you to go. So I'm like, all right, well, I kind of felt that was happening because I had got from a little birdie that he was going to do that. So I was already getting my building and all this shit upon getting it built and everything. I asked him like, yo, all right, give me till December. He's just like, nah, I need you to go next month. Mind you, that was only 20 days away. I'm looking like, wait, dude, I just paid $50,000 to you to be in this building. Like, what's up with that? Oh, That was a loan. Word? Damn. They gave me the money back, just threw the shit to me. Yeah, they gave me the $50K back. Well, I'm like, ain't no interest on it. Because if it was a loan, he had the $50K for about like 8 months. You feel me?
Now that that $50K he gave back, was it just like easy, or was it like you had to press him for it? Was it like, yo, you
I had to press him because he was trying to like, he was basically like, I had to really like press him on something. I want my fucking money. It was basically like, he was trying to swindle in like, oh, you could still be an investor, da da da, even though you're not. How, bro? I invested to be here doing this. Oh, I can pay you like $2,000-3,000 a month. What? A month? Is you fucking stupid? Like, nah, bro. That ain't what I signed up for. I need my bread back then. You want me gone? I need my bread back.
Yeah.
Then he was just like,
$2,000 a month for how long? He was
however long it takes to pay.
Like, listen.
Oh, just to pay the $50K back.
Yeah.
Like, listen. I was just like, oh man. But then it was just like, once I left, so much backdoor and shit. Motherfuckers that I was realizing was ignoring me down there, that was dealing with him. When I left, got in contact with me, told me the reason why they didn't do business with me. It was because he was just backstabbing me. He was telling them, don't do business with me. You know what I mean? He told one dude, he said, who you rather do business with?
Weedman did this?
Yeah, he said, who you rather do business with? The person that's renting a spot or the person that owns the building? And mind you, I put in $50,000. You told me I'm an investor. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you telling one person. Then one dude, he came down to him. He asked him about me. He said, oh, he changed his number. I don't got his new number. Mind you, I had never changed my number at the time. Dude said he come back a month later. Yo, did you get Biggie number? He said he changes the topic. He said one of the security guards came up to him with the Instagram. Dude hits me on my Instagram. I see this message. I just, new address. Just send him the new address. Don't know who this dude is. Just know he just wanted to know where I'm at. I'm like, look, new address. Boom.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes later, this dude pulling in. I'm on the phone at the time with his niece. Because I'm telling her I'm getting a lot of backdoor, a lot of shade coming back from your uncle, da-da-da-da-da, from people. He's walking in as I'm on the phone with her, telling me, yeah, I've been trying to get in contact with you. Edmund, da-da-da-da-da. He said this, that, and the third. She listening to this dude, and I'm looking at her on FaceTime like, you see? So don't feel like I'm sitting here making shit up. You see, I was just on the phone with you, and this person walked in telling, oh, this person could be lying. How? There's a person that getting money from y'all saying this. Like, and then that's when I realized he was a piece of shit. Because then when the dude started sending me the messages, the receipts of Weedman saying what he said, I showed it to Weedman. He's like, wait, first before I showed it, he's like, nah, man, don't let these people get in your head. It's jibber jabber, man. You're like my nephew, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm seeing is something else. This is your number. This is the text messages, right?
Yeah.
He ain't answered.
Hold on real quick, baby. Hold on. We're going to slow it up. We're going to slow this all the way up, yo.
It's crazy.
Hold up, yo. Make some noise. Make some noise.
Damn.
Crazy.
We was heavy. We was into it.
Yeah. It's crazy,
I wasn't
man.
even talking about that yet, Biggie, but I hear you. You got some shit
Yeah.
to say, and I like that. We going this
You know?
shit. Look.
Hey,
Look.
man, it's
Hey,
up.
look.
Crazy.
Hey, look. We're going to bring it back, though. Real quick.
Yeah.
Tell me about your cannabis journey real quick, though. Tell me about when
Real
you started,
quick,
when you introduced into, the idea of...
Man, it's a statute of limitations, so I can talk about it.
Yep.
In high school,
Plus it's legal now.
my
completely.
first person to give me some weed to sell, because I already was like dabbling with smoking it, but to sell it, as far as I can remember, was Bayshaw Nelson from the Projects.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Shout out to Bay, man. Bay gave me...
Gave you your first pack.
My first pack, he gave me like 3-4 bags of $4 bags.
Say,
You know
get
what I
paid,
mean?
young nigga. Let me see the lighter.
He
Leave
said,
them
get
squares.
paid, young nigga. He said we was in your high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was 9th grade.
What he
You know
gave you?
what I
It was
mean?
Reggie.
It was terrible. It was
Reggie.
shaped.
Man, it was good back then.
No, it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to sell the weed in the bathroom with the white kids. They like, nah, it looks funny. I don't want it. I'm like, damn, what's going on? So shout out to Dioh McGee. Dioh McGee comes in the bathroom. I'm like, yo, I got it, D. I'm trying to sell it. He like, man, that's all shake, man. Get that out of here. He like, look, Dioh McGee pulled out them fat ass. All Buzz. I had never seen Buzz before.
Damn.
They used to call it Curdles back then.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, what is that? That's weed? I'm like, that's the stuff. This nigga had it. I was like, damn, man, you set me up for failure, man. But at least you gave me some weed.
Yeah,
I think and I ended up. I think I kept one bag and I sold the rest. I probably paid him for some. I don't know. I ended up with some weed, and I started smoking weed again. You know what I mean? But I never stopped after that. I kept smoking it. And I was like, and I hated paying for weed. I hated it. I hated the people that sold me the weed.
Yeah.
I hated it. I was like, I got to get these people out of my face. And that's what started me on my journey to like, yo, I got to get to connect. Where are they getting it from? Where is it going? You know what I mean? Shit
That's
like
a
that.
fact.
Right.
And I started chasing that shit. So,
Man, make some noise for that, y'all. Make some noise for that.
yeah.
Lesson learned to the kids. You know, one thing about World Takes, we believe in good product. We believe in would you smoke it? Would you buy it?
Yeah.
Would you watch it? I know I'll enjoy the World Takes podcast, yo. I'll watch it. I don't know about a lot of other shit that's going around, but I know our shit entertaining. You never know who might come up here, what type of game you gonna get, what type of stories gonna be told, man.
Right.
What type of legends you might meet. Right now, we got some special legends in the city right now. Y'all might not know it, but man, the World Takes, that's what we do. We present it to you. That's why they call us the biggest, you hear me?
Yeah.
Don't even fuck with the biggest, you hear me? But anyway, man.
Shout out to y'all, man.
So yeah, boom.
Fuck
You got
the
the
World
bad
Takes.
batch right off the gate. You figure, listen, I gotta get my name right out here.
Yeah, I can't be outside with that, man. And you know, shout out to the culture that we was all dealing with. You know what I mean? You was in the culture 150%. You know what I mean? I don't know how much you disclose to your fans and your viewers. You know what I mean, personally, but
Hey, man.
you know, we go back. You know, way back. You know what I'm saying? Like when Hayes came out and shit like that. You know what I mean? The people that's probably out there as kids he might not even been born. There was a lot going on. But yeah, so the culture back then was a lot different, man. You know, the people who had it, their names was ringing. You know what I mean? Yayas, the Habibos,
Make some noise for that. Hold on. What we doing?
Yayas, the Bebos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was the niggas off Mama Street that had it. You know what I mean? Chick, you know what I mean? We used to go get Hayes from over there on Mama Street. Shout out to the lady Tracy. She was one of the original Tracy in the act. You know what I mean? I was there for her. And it's local. I mean, it's niggas in New York that probably talk about they local people too.
But people in the chat, the comments dropping all kinds of like, oh,
yeah,
I used to forget about such and such.
Yeah, you know, I was shout out to X. Rest in peace to X. X sold me my first ounce of haze. I could talk about it for like $5.25. You feel me?
What about niggas on Roselle? I mean,
Roselle. Who I was fucking with on Roselle?
That's what I'm saying. Once you start getting names, you got.
I mean, I was fucking with Sean Brown too on the regular tip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was getting a lot of work from Sean Brown on the regular. Shit, I was fucking with Dottie Holmes heavy, like the whole area over there. Like, I remember me and Butch was arguing one day. Shout out to Butch from North Trent, man.
What was arguing about?
He wouldn't give me my $2 back on the $8 bag.
Oh, word?
And RP, you know.
He said he ain't have it?
He ain't have it. I said, well, give me my $10 back. Let me go get a couple Dutches. You feel me or something? He was like, nah. And you already know he got. I was like, what you mean, nah? Like, come on, bro. Like, let me get my $10 back. Butch always been a big dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I couldn't get punked. The fuck? Like, you gotta give me my $2 or something. What's going on? And he wasn't trying to give me
good guys.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to give me my $2 back. He was on some bullshit then. You know he was, you know what I mean, big guy, selling weed. You know what I mean? He taking that $2 in his mind. Guess who gave me $2 though and stopped everything? R.I.P. Animal.
Yeah, man. Don.
Don stepped in, was like, chill, bro. Y'all good, huh? Don gave me $2, bro. What? And I was like, good looking, yo. And I just walked off and just left with that, you know what I mean? Because I was like, it was either take, you know what I mean? It was a lot to it. And I wasn't no win over there. I was going to get beat the fuck up. I was in front of fucking Beach Street.
Did you ever feel like you felt like you was from Trenton, or you felt like you was from Ewing?
Nah, I was always from Trenton. That's what like amplified my game. Because when I left Junior 3 in 8th grade, I went to Trenton High, 9th grade, and I left Trenton High like, I forget what year, like school start September? October, November. I got out of Trenton High by November. My mom was like, get you the fuck up out of there. We moved to Ewing. So by that then I'd already been in high school. I knew everybody.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now I'm just learning these Ewing people.
I'm sorry, repeat what grade you said?
9th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you went to Ewing?
Yeah. I left in the middle of 9th grade from Trenton High.
Okay, that's interesting.
No, I mean, so yeah, I was blended. I was already in. Like my friends was already my friends. I had played on basketball teams with everybody, you know what I mean? So shit was cool. Shout out Jermaine Bryson. He was like, you know, team captain, you know what I mean? Breon Rickson, Tracy Mason, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I had a lot of West Trenton friends, you know what I mean? So I was already straight. Nate Myers, you know, that was our cousin. He was there, cousin Nate, all the girls were. So I was straight. So when I went out Ewing, everybody was like, damn, where I disappeared to? So when I started coming back around, well, you know, I was from down the hill anyway. I was from Hermitage, you know what I mean? Delaware View, you know. So I left there. I grew up there, like, primarily my whole time. So when I left there and I went out Ewing, it was like, man, it's white people.
Yeah.
I had never really seen them in, like, functioning with us every day. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You feel me? I came from a place that was black people, few Latinos, and, you know what I mean? You might have a white person or two, but they was having a hard time. Let's just keep it real.
How were you able to adapt?
I was blessed, you know what I mean? Like, I was a little smarter, you know what I mean? My parents was already on some strict shit.
Yeah.
So I already knew, like, when I get around white people, how to, you know, move around, because I watched how my peoples moved around white people. Then we got home and they got on some bullshit. So I was like, oh, it's two different versions of my parents. Yeah. You feel me? Like, my dad's out there, he did it one way, and we get home, he got the Henny out, you know what I mean? Friends Day, talking loud, we being regular, you know what I'm saying? So I understand it was two different codes to operate, you know what I mean? Whereas some people, you know, they was operating on the one code, like, everywhere they go. It's just how they was moving. So, yeah, that was cool with me. I started meeting white people. They was doing stuff like playing tennis, you know what I mean? They used to have, what was that game called? I guess it wasn't horseshoe, but it was kind of quates. They used to play quates. You know what I mean? Backyards of big houses. They had big houses. Yeah, you like, I'm going to hang with them. Hell fucking yeah. I go out and play quates with them. Mm-hmm. And they had weed. They had weed and they bought weed. And that's what really connected me to the Ewing people. When I got there, they had weed and they bought weed.
And you was the token black guy.
I was the token black dude. I lived next door to, shout out to the Reamers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Liz, Danny, you know what I mean? Kylie, Samantha. You know what I mean? Like, some really my people, yeah. You know,
they got all the names and everything.
Nah, that's
Shout
really
out
family,
to them, man.
Shout out to the
typical middle class white family.
And they was smoking
the heartbeat of America. You hear me? Shout out to them, man.
I ain't forget you,
Make
Miss
some noise for them, y'all. Bust a gun for them, man.
Yeah.
Bust another gun for them.
Yeah, man.
They take advantage of the right to carry the. What's that? The Second Amendment right? I don't know.
I got to get it. I got the
Shout
joint,
out to them.
though.
Bust another gun for them, man.
But yeah, man, that was my whole rundown switching over to Ewing. Then Ewing, the money was different than Trenton. You wasn't scraping. It was like all these people out here need weed, and you had to connect. And you could walk in the projects, buy a $5 bag, and sell it for $10. Mm-hmm. The game changed once I figured that out. I started going back and forth.
Where you was getting them from for the $5?
Oh, shout out to the project. Shout out to Roger Gardens, man. Shout out to Hamburger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Preston. Frontline, shout out to Preston. You know what I'm saying?
Who else?
Shout out to Big Eddie, Big Ed, you know what I'm saying? Even C Money. Shout out to C Money, you know what I'm saying? Man, it was so many people over there. Then I used to go out North Train, you know what I mean? Shout out to Flash. I know about Flash. I know y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to Power. Shout out to X. You know, I was one of those people I had to get weed from everywhere to see who had it. You know what I mean?
Who had it?
You know what I mean? PG, I got the cop off PG a couple times. R.I.P. PG, man. You know what I mean? So I was there for that too, man. Trey has a rich weed history. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, man, I guess so, man.
You know what I mean? You know it, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you know what, though? Once you get out of train, you realize this weed is just that shit is in abundance.
It is, but it wasn't for us. We went through a lot. You went to jail for weed?
Hey, listen, right now the show is about y'all. Are you?
I'm just
Biggie
asking.
Buzz ain't answering. No.
I've been to jail for weed.
No,
I've been to
criminal
jail.
questions.
Wait. Was we in jail together? We was in jail together. Nah, fuck that. We gonna talk about it. We was in jail together.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
We
Since
was
talking
in-
about me, then
We was on D-Pod.
questions I want to ask.
We was on fuck it. We was on D-Pod. You know, we was in the back with the Sean homies.
Yeah,
And the murder homies. We definitely was in jail together. Damn.
Super
That's
cozy.
nuts.
Listen, man, feet up.
Feet up. We was reading books. I was like, man, I got to do. Yo,
Feet
we used
up.
to play balls till our skippies. We run out the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we was definitely.
That's
you know I'm
crazy.
lit. I can't. This
Niggas
nigga got me
playing cards
fucked
for
up
100
real
push-ups,
quick.
you hear me?
Yeah.
He was in there
Damn.
playing for niggas' commissary,
Bro,
man.
I was in there on 4 ounces of
I was
weed,
making niggas hungry.
baggies, scales, in the
I was
school
leaving niggas in
zone.
there hungry on that spades table in casino, playing casino, man.
Real quick, man, because y'all kind of going all over the place. When I get it though, y'all.
We
telling
been
the
all
stories.
over the place. That's crazy.
It's kind of hard
Everywhere
to
with
direct
it, man.
with the questions I'm asking y'all. It's kind of hard to be a
Because it
little
leads
precise.
everywhere.
But I want
be
to
everywhere
let
with
y'all like talk and explore y'all thoughts. You
We
know.
appreciate you letting us get our story out
Real
on your
talk.
platform too.
But before we move forward, though, I want to talk about loose ends real quick, man.
Okay.
Well, tell us a little bit about loose ends. What can we expect in the future? How can people tune in? How can people get involved?
Oh, man.
how just whatever you want to share about loose ends.
Loose Ends on YouTube. It's Loose Ends. You can put Dre Scuffs, DRESKUFFS, and you can get him, and it'll come right up. Is a preview. Shout out to Scuffs. Dre Scuffs, what's going on with you?
What's good, bro?
Yeah, we live on air with World Takes Podcast, man. Check it out, man. We talking about Loose Ends, man. How many views we had on Loose Ends on YouTube right now?
Yo, big up. What'd you say, Will?
World Takes.
Will Takes, what's good, bro? Thanks for having me. Loose Ends, I think it's about damn near close to 200,000, maybe like 170 something.
Okay.
Yes,
Man.
we getting it 200,000.
Yeah, they was asking what we got coming up. You know what I mean? I know my guy here, B, he's seen it already. He loved it.
Fire.
He raved about it. He called me, and just like everybody else, they want to know what we got in store next for the next in the series, man.
All right, so we actually started filming, like the beginning of episode 2, and we're gonna finish off the series. Pretty much, I ain't gonna say we're not on a break right now. We just getting things together, waiting for the weather to get correct, and had another couple things, had some other things going on as far as shopping the film.
Yeah.
But we kind of came to a nice agreement that we're gonna finish this first season ourselves. So we cooking up, you know what I'm saying? Just it's something that y'all gotta look forward to. It ain't gonna be nothing we'll be gonna rush, but y'all gonna be really excited when it comes.
For sure.
Hey man, make some noise for that.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, we out here in full support. World Takes. You got our support. The first episode, amazing. I can't wait to see where you guys going with this. It's big for our city. I'm glad y'all doing it in our city. Y'all could have chose anywhere in the world, man. So I love to see you. I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you too, man, the support, you know what I'm saying? Support, always go a long way. And like I said, we wouldn't be here. It wouldn't even get this far without the support, you know what I mean? So definitely pick yourself up for that.
For sure, man. Thanks, Dre. Appreciate you taking the call, my boy.
Yeah, we gotta get you on the show though. We're gonna get something. We're gonna schedule something.
Yeah, let's do that, definitely.
All right, bet.
All right, Dre. I'm gonna call you later, my guy. Later. Yeah, man. Shout out to the producer, Dre Scuffs, man. You know what I mean? Ja Yummy Radio original, man. We started back then. I told you about that already, though. But yeah, that was way back when. So shout out to Dre Scuffs. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what's coming up.
What was
New
that
sense,
experience,
man.
though? Like,
Filming is stressful. Filming is stressful. Being on time is stressful. Being ready with your lines, memorize is stressful. Shoot after take is stressful. It's stressful, but it's rewarding. Mm-hmm. The reward of watching me on the screen was crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like, man, I'd do it again. I don't care. Yeah. I went through a lot of shit to make it there every day or whenever we had to shoot. Some days it was better than others, you know what I mean? But some days we got there and the lens wasn't right, or the camera broke, or the flash drive, the batteries died. We didn't have it, you know what I mean? Or we got to come all the way back to wherever we at, you know what I mean? So it was amazing, though, just seeing the preview. We did it, if you don't know, we did it, we did the preview in Newark. I think Magic's Theater. Magic got a theater in Newark, right? We did it at a famous theater, man. I think. It was Magic Johnson's theater. You know what I mean? But it was somewhere in Newark he did. So we did a premiere and it was dope. A lot of people came out and man, I couldn't ask for more, man, just to be a part of that and just to be a pretty much almost a main character, a co-star in this joint was a blessing too. So yeah.
Like remembering your lines, right?
Yeah.
So was it how much of your lines you need to remember in one recording set, one setting?
I like to remember the gist of what I'm supposed to say. Okay. And then once I remember the gist of what I'm supposed to say during that time, it's going to take several takes. It's going to take several angles of that one take, several times. Shout out to my man Big. Big's in the film too. Big's in the series also.
Got a little shine in
there. He's got a couple of parts in there where he's going to be reoccurring more now in the second episode. So it's rough, especially when you think you about to smoke weed and do all this and go record a film and all that. Now you got to stay sharp, man. It's like school, just like everything else. You're taking the test. You know what I mean? Memorize your lines, practice, and be ready to get out there enthusiastic. And and put in work. You know what I mean? That's all I know is put in work.
Thanks so much for that, man. You did well. You did very well.
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
I was impressed.
Yeah. I just try, man. Everything I do, man. So,
What do you think is the perception when people talk about, that guy Dioh? What do you think the perception of you is?
I always look at it as it depends on the people, the person. I have people who interpret the things I do as I understand, and I have people who interpret things I do as like, man, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I'm a firm believer in that. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You know what I mean? And you got to be able to do what works for you. So it makes sense that I don't mix with everybody. You know what I mean? It makes perfect sense that I would mix with everybody or I'm not the best. I'm not the most. I can't even describe it because I'm well known. You feel me? In my city, I do a lot of work in my city, so it's not necessarily such a crazy thing that people know me. So that's fine. So I pretty much go and do whatever I need to do within the city. I don't have any real issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't got no ops. You know what I mean? I'm just doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I can't really. I got people that love me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got people that don't fuck with me, but they fake fuck with me. And then that's why I don't get it. Like, I'd rather you just don't even speak to me. I feel so much comfortable when I know, like, yo, bro, I really don't kick it with you. And I'll be like, man, that's awesome. I know. At least I know now. I can just walk past and be cool, like, shit, man. I ain't got the fake kick with this nigga. I thought he was alright.
Alright.
He ain't alright. He don't even fuck with me. He don't like me.
That's the name of the game now, man. Them niggas will smile in your face. As soon as you turn around, man, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah. So
All right, so
I can't call it. It ain't the words. It's really the actions and the consistency of people that fuck with me every time I see them. So there's a lot of people in training I rock with. I pull up in places. It's love. Like I have a great time.
You feel like you generally loved around like the city.
Yeah, I feel like genuinely people got love for me. Yeah, and like I'm not
Make
gonna
some
say
noise for that.
shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I got love for you.
yeah, that's
You know what I
love.
mean? You know, when I see you, it's always love. So
But it's a caliber. See, you are who you are. You know what I mean? And it's the world takes
That's a
podcast.
fact. Make
You
some-
feel me? It's a platform. It's all this, and that didn't change your situation with me, your perspective, right? So it's people in town where at one point we were on an even level, and I surpassed them. You know what I mean? And they still want me to be where they're at, and I can't be.
You want to drop some names, or you gonna let?
Nah, I'm gonna let it slide because that's helping them. Anytime you jump on here, other than us talking about our situation where we had with Weedman, I'm talking about my situation I had with Weedman. I ain't nobody else because Weedman's bigger than me.
Or you
So, I'm
had
okay
you
with
had a
that.
couple notable riffs, for lack of better words, in the city, maybe even out of the city, but.
I don't even remember that.
One
I'm
of
gonna
the
be
most
frank. I don't
popular
remember.
ones is with the with Ed Forshawn.
But that's the only one that counted.
That's the only one that counted.
Yeah, I don't like.
Okay.
I don't really see myself anybody else like really having a real riff with anybody else, man. Cause
All right, so you want to talk about? You want to talk about that?
nah, it's cool. I could definitely talk about it, man. Cause I haven't had a chance to really talk about it.
Let's talk about it then. Do you mind? Do you mind? Hey Mo, you hop in there?
I can slide.
Shout out to T Gunner, man.
Yeah.
What's good, fellas?
T Gunner, man.
What's
What's up,
up, takes? We in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, man? You know what's going on. Thank you
Yeah,
for being here.
Vegas.
Thank you for being here.
Vegas.
Nah, listen, man, we made it.
Hey Mo, just project your voice for me, all right? Cause I don't think your mic over there.
You got it.
Unless Diggs you gonna slide.
I'm sorry.
Nah, we good. Nah, we good.
We good. I'm
about
project.
Hey Moolah, man, thank you for letting me have the seat tonight, man. I appreciate
listen,
it.
man, we share this. We share this big world take shit. We in the building. We got Dioh in the building tonight,
You
man.
know what's going on, the biggest.
Dioh, thank you, man.
Thanks for having me.
We've been
man.
wanting to sit down with you for a long time.
Yeah, we talked about sitting down here long before anything ever happened. Let's get that
We
clear.
sit outside, or we can sit outside on the regular. We can't sit in front of this camera and kick it. But I mean, look, more content on the way. You know, look.
We know this man for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just asked him an important question.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
get
Like,
into it.
let's get all right. So let's start at the beginning. Like how you became friends or established a relationship with Ed Forshawn.
I mean,
That's his name, Forshawn.
Fortune.
Fortune.
Yeah.
Fortune.
Oh, man, listen, it all stems to cannabis again. It all goes back to the weed, you feel me? I always was a nigga that was trying to figure out this weed situation. And when I heard about Son, I was like, he's crazy. You know what I mean? What is he on? And then I see he was throwing the event in Trenton one time.
Hold on. You heard about him.
I heard about him.
What did you hear that make you feel like
He was
crazy?
having a party at Champ's Bar and he was giving out an ounce of weed back in man, look, it was back in the day.
But why you say he crazy?
Because it was super illegal.
Okay.
It was super illegal. He was giving. It was a
Time frame
flyer
you talking
of 2002.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You
So
feel me?
damn, you ain't even tell us
2003.
about that though.
I mean,
That's crazy.
He
So-
didn't invite us out.
I could be wrong on the date. Let me think, but it was early on because I didn't go. It was at Champ's Bar. He said he was giving out an ounce of weed. I didn't go. So boom. I think I ran into him later. He was about to get arrested on Seaside Heights at the boardwalk. He was out there, and all the cops that surrounded him and shit. Of course, I had weed on me, so I kept it moving. You know what I mean? But we stood there for a second. Then once the cops on bikes started coming and shit, he was yelling like da 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 da. He was protesting or whatever he was doing. He was giving a speech. He got arrested there, but we kept it moving. You know what I mean? I was with my little crew of people, and we kept moving. We had weed on us. You know what I'm saying? And so I knew about him then. So fast forward years later, after that, I didn't see or hear about him because I was doing whatever I was doing. He was doing whatever he was doing. I think I saw the maybe the Champs Bars thing came later. I think I started following him on Facebook or something. And I remember he was talking about he had a tumor in his leg. He was driving from California back over here. He had got busted.
And semi.
Nah, this wasn't semi. This was they were in his dispensaries out there in L.A. He had dispensaries in L.A. on Hollywood Boulevard. Him and Pat, our man Pat. You know what I mean? So he had a guy that was helping him too. So long story short, as best as I can put it, he was on his way back to Jersey. He was asking for donations. You know what I mean, to help him get from California to Jersey in his van. So people was like sharing his live or whatever, his videos of him traveling across the country. And that's how I really was like, oh shit, dude from back in the day, dude from whatever. And I started following him. And I seen he made it back to Jersey. Now, I mean, eventually, some point he made it back to Jersey. And he had to go to jail or something. He was going to jail. It was just a bunch of shit he was going through. But I always kept watch. And then I heard he was opening up a spot in Trenton. You know what I mean? After the fact. Now, at this point, I wasn't into activism. That's what he was doing at the time. He was activist because he had already was like protesting for medical marijuana. And that's where he met this lady, Debbie Dioh. You know what I mean? She was a co-founder of the joint with him. She paid for a lot of things. He didn't have money at the time. He always used to say to me, you know what I mean? I got to give me a little white Jewish joint. You know what I mean? Little white lady, old white lady, pay for my stuff. He always
His
say
words.
that. So, boom, he got her. She rented the spot. She put in her name. She bought the stuff and she opened the spot. After it opened, I had came and visited, and there was this door that says members only. Like, you come in the restaurant, but it was only members could go in there. But I had never gone in there because I didn't know nobody. So I came, I ate, I chilled, I peeped the spot out. Because you know what I'm there for. I already saw what he got busted with in L.A. because there was a YouTube video.
So you was going in a restaurant just trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, because I seen he was growing weed in L.A. They had raided his spot, took all the weed out of his spot, right? But this nigga had plants on the roof. And they didn't know that. The cops never went on the roof. So he went and harvested all his plants on the roof, got that money from that, and and kept going. You feel me? So when he ended up back in Trenton, I'm like, man, this nigga can grow weed, he can do this. I got to figure out, you know what I mean, if he's still doing this shit or what's the deal with him. And I started going down there, eating, and then I met Phil. Phil was Weedman's number 2 at the time. And Phil eventually invited me in the back after he seen me a couple times. I probably came for a party, and me and Phil clicked up. We was cool. He introduced me to Ghost, and he introduced me to Jason. You know what I mean? And at this time, Weedman had a cult following of just young people that follow behind him, like just people that paint. They just hippies. They follow behind him. They believe in his cause. Now he got this place that Debbie helped put together with him, and now it's something to believe in. You know what I mean? And they was there working, so I just seen them like, oh, y'all just be working, huh? mind you, I come from, you know where I come from. I come from a different cloth of, you know what I mean, like that. I'm not doing all that, but you know what I mean. I see what's going on here, but I started talking to him about the weed, and that's why I went, like, oh, you know, I can get some stuff in, da 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 da. But it didn't start off right away because I didn't see him half the time. He was never there. You know what I mean? Then he would come in sometimes. He'll walk through, and then shout out to Jean. How I forget Jean? Shout out to Jean.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
That's the boy.
Jean was one of my big beginners. Like early on, I come to Dottie home. Jean was one of the guys. So shout out to Jean. Jean was already locked in probably by the time I got there, as far as knowing Ed real well. You know what I mean?
So John established a relationship with Ed before?
Yeah.
Well,
Jean had a relationship before I did with Weedman. You know what I mean? And they were already, I think they were already doing stuff, kind of like talking weed stuff. So when I came in and I knew Jean, that was cool too. You feel me? But Jean wasn't on no, I'm going to help you out here. Jean just like, what's up with this weed shit? What we doing with that? You feel me? But I see the vision for the weed spot. You know what I mean? This little spot he got, I see the vision for it. But right before anything could take off, he gets locked up. You know what I mean? It was a little kickback spot. Like, I was in school at the time to be a medical assistant. So I would bring my stuff over after school and go study over there, chill out, smoke weed, do my homework, whatever, you feel me? And then he got locked up, they raided it. And they held him for that 447 days or something like that, if I'm not
447 days?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But by that time, me and him was cool. So when he got out of jail, after the 400-something days, by that time, Debbie she was paying the rent. She done kicked Phil out. She done kicked Ghost out. She done kicked everybody out of the joint. She ran everybody off, as Ed would say. But he didn't have nobody when he came home from jail. So it was just me and him. So basically, I was like, I told her, like, I'll help you out. Matter of fact, we linked up at Art All Night. Remember that shooting happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that night we linked back out here. Just got out of jail. He actually had filmed some shit there at Art All Night. And he should end up selling the video to CNN or something like that. You know what I mean? So after he sells the video to CNN, I think we linked back up in front of the joint. We actually took a picture that day and we posted it. I'm like, yo, Weedman's back, y'all. Trenton, pull up. You know what I mean? And me and him started cooking in the kitchen. We was literally cooking in the kitchen. Feel me? It was just me and him. We open that motherfucker up, and people come in. We be making chicken wings. And by this point, it was Chef John was there. Before he went to jail, Chef John, he had the bumblebee sauce. So shout out to Chef John. You know what I mean? But Chef John left. You know, after they got locked up, that situation. So now it's just me and Ed, we cooking. And then eventually, Riverline comes home. We wasn't selling weed after this because Ed was scared the police were going to come in. Now I was scared too because you the hottest nigga in Trey. You hot. So it's like, you selling weed too? You know they going to come for you. Then they just locked you up already for that. You feel me? But you beat the case. He beat the case. That's one thing he did. He beat the case in open court. It's the prosecutor, whatever the case may be. So at this time, he was a much more humble person, I can say, because he was fresh out of jail. You know what I mean? He was a much more humble person. And so during this time, I was helping him out. Him and Debbie was fighting so much he wouldn't even drive back home to Debbie. Sometimes he would. He'd take, all he had was his van that he drove from Cali. So with the van, he was like, man, it eats up gas. I used to be in Weedman. I'd give him $20, $30 to put in the gas tank. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Well, he was fucked up.
Feel me? He was fucked up. Off that first home from 447. And Debbie was like, I already invested enough money. I already paid the rent on this building. I kept the building the whole time you were locked up. She wasn't beat to keep giving him money. She like, you better figure it out. So, and that's where we was running the kitchen. And before he had went to jail, we was doing after hours. That's how I really got it with Ed. It was after hours. We was doing the after hours before he went to jail. And And like because I knew the people in Trenton, like niggas start wilding out. I'd be like, yo, bro, chill. Like I'll start talking to people, and he'd be like, well, you know the people, so that's how I start hanging around more so in the work capacity at the after hours as opposed to just just a regular person that go there, and that's how I made my way in there basically, just working the after hour. You know what I mean, helping out.
When y'all was cooking, what was y'all whipping up?
Everything, burgers, salmon burgers, chicken wings, French fries. I'm talking about me and Ed was changing the grease. We was changing the grease in that motherfucker, grease trap. Just everything to do around the kitchen. Me and him was doing it. Taste man, Riverline got out of jail.
I got you. All right.
You feel me?
So back to the after hours shit.
That hour was lit.
Yeah.
That was lit. We used to do the after hours. People pull up, but it was too lit. It's kind of like it was not too long ago. Recently, it got lit. You know what I mean?
Too lit.
It got too lit, and that's when the police was cracking down on him, and that's when they started towing people cars from over there. Yeah. And this is when he started filing a lawsuit because he was like, "Oh, they're trying to curb my business." So they end up raiding after all the after hours, all these parties we was doing.
Yeah.
They end up raiding, and that's when they held him for the 47.
Where they raided him and found what?
Edibles, a couple ounces of weed. It was some dope heads in apartments upstairs. They threw the dope out the window because they thought the cops was coming, so they found the dope and the crack in the back.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and they said it was part of Weedman's raid.
They found any coke in there?
Not in there. The shit they threw off the roof, they found dope and coke. The junkies from upstairs threw out the roof, and that's what they put in the Weedman's joint. Like, that was his shit. You feel me? Yeah. But it was so. They held him, no bail, you feel me? And that's how he sat that long. But he beat him in court, whatever the case. He beat him in open court.